What's up, guys? It's Ty from Titan Prime. We're going to be going over the Dark Elves today, coming up with that new Tides of Torment. So, if you take a look here, if you consume slaves for greater effects from buildings and instantly completing construction, and you can get Black Arcs at sea to replenish forces and recruit new youths, which is a very good way to get prepared for the new High Elf Lord that's going to be attacking the Dark Elves. So let's take a look here. Dark Elf armies are also well rounded, able to field armor piercing missile units, line breaking heavy cavalry, and elite infantry. You can basically see that as they kill more people, they get the murderous prowess, which gets them powerful bonuses. So this is important because as we go through, we're going to be talking about how important it is for the actual units themselves to survive, so that way you can unlock that. So let's go right into it. We're going to go over here. We're going to pick Malekith, and then we're going to start campaign. Okay, we're going for a normal campaign today. For most people, they're not going to want to play Legendary, so we're going to go for that. The cool thing about Malekith is he does have diplomatic relations with the other Dark Elves, so if you're interested in that, it's one way to try to confederate and play all the Dark Elves. Okay, guys, Titan here. We're going to be starting off with Naggaroth, so we got the abilities of capturing slaves to receive greater bonuses, so this is super important. You need to keep your slave economy up. Make sure you perform your rights to get your Black Arcs as soon as possible. So we're going to be trying to construct things for that. And also construct your Shrine of the Widowmaker for the Sword of Cain eventually later in the game. Alright, we got our first mission over here to defeat the enemy, which is Clan Septic. Okay, so you can do this. We're really going to be focusing on making sure we defend part of Naggaroth, which is right over here. It's really important because, as you see, this is a sea lane, and people can come from all the way across the map over here or over here, right? And that's where that new legendary lord from the High Elves is going to be coming. So let's go ahead and take our sorceress, place it in our army.
All shall be mine.
And then we're going to look at our technology, take that, and make sure we reduce our recruitment cost. Okay, for our Dread Spears. Now, if you're trying to get economy for a later game, you might want to go with growth. Alright, so we're going to take a look over here. We got Malekith. So we can't recruit units yet. So what we need to do is we need to take him over here and wipe out this guy for some experience. Okay, so we're going to auto-resolve that. This is always going to be decisive victory at the beginning. You can get slaves, replenish your army, get a treasury, or you can get experience. Nice. Talisman of Preservation, guys. This is one of the best items in the game. Your Legendary Lord gives you Ward Save, which reduces all damage by 18%. Super important. So try to get one of those if you can. They're a random drop, though. So.
Captive. I shall enjoy this.
Okay, so we got to capture a settlement over here. We're going to do that. This is Skaven. So obviously decisive victory. We got some experience coming on. Okay, we can sack it for slaves. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to loot and occupy because we get slaves. Yes, we get a conquest penalty, but that'll go away.
It is Ponderant's will.
Alright, so let's take Malekith. Okay, we're going to look at his skill points here. He's got armor, chill wind, inspiring presence, which increases your army, strength, and his campaign movement range. So for right now, campaign movement range is going to be super important. And we also want to make sure that our army is going to be strong later on. So we're going to grab those. And then for this lady, we're just going to grab the classic fireball. Okay, let's look at here. We can repair this building. We're going to look at infrastructure, so we're definitely want to grab some income here. And we have a port. So these are really important, guys. If you look, port cities is where you can attack with a ship, and you can also build ships from here. Okay, so what I like to do is make sure that I'm dominating this front, and I'm also over here. So we're going to make a commandment. We're going to increase all income and recruit rank for next turn so you guys can have the strongest army. Okay, so last thing, definitely got to make some diplomacy here. So we're going to make some agreements here. It's a quick deal. All right.
Supreme.
And then you're going to
What
initiate,
could you possibly have to
grab
offer
whatever you
me?
can from them, balance it so you get paid,
Of course.
and accept it.
Who seeks the dark convent?
Where's mine?
You can check all of them.
Cain abhors
So we're going to do that with all the Dark Elves. Alright, so we leave that. We're going to come take a look here at what we have left. So Malekith has lost his movement range. It's the end of the turn, so we definitely want to get some Dark Shards for some range. And then we're going to come over here. We can't recruit a Black Arc yet. Okay, so we have to perform the sacrifice. So we're going to have to do that after we get 800 saves. So that's why we're building up. So next turn, for the next couple turns, maybe you can get this. Okay, so we're going to go here. And we're going to take a look. We can't get a hero, but we can get a lord. So generally, we're going to go for not a Beastmaster. They're not as strong. You can go for a Dreadlord or a Supreme Sorceress. So we're going to go for that today. Increase line of sight, so that's super important. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab Lore of Death. Oh, changed it. Okay. Income, campaign movement range. Okay. And Vanguard deployment. Income from sacking settlements. Ooh, they cause disemboweled. Okay, I don't know what that's going to do for her. Alright, we're going to go with this one.
Supreme
Okay,
sorceress.
so we
of
place
God.
her there. And then we can even think about getting her some recruitment in the future. But for now, we're going to just stick with that 2 legendary lords so that way you can take out anybody coming this way. With her, you can take this guy back down, capture Naggaroth, and then make sure you grab this little bonus here in the next turn. Alright guys, that's it for turn 1. Have a great rest of your day. Titan Prime out.
Subscribe, and let your name be remembered among the most powerful.